This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. The Sooners will put toe together and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Pulls and fires complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable, confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the ground.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to buy time. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Offense lining up quickly. Off-play action. They're trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. He's there to make the stop, and not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relying on that running game as they threaten to pick up a 4 down to the 13. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Coming after it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And that's really good initial defense, man. They did a great job. You could tell he wanted to throw the football. They take it away. 3rd down's a big down. You could tell scrambling, try to get in the end zone. Nice job by the defense, corralling him, getting on the ground, and now bringing up a big 4th down.
And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. A 1st down for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Quick completion on the out route. Turns it on in midfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
To the ground with the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Got a man. It's Boone. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Makes the grab down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes. Make sure you take away that quick stuff. And a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives live? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and so on.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Past the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early, that is one way to get it done.
Then we get to break out the Sooner Schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. When these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. And I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Good defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Bowling Green. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Steps away to find some room. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice game. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Really nice run there. Listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football, going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Alabama pushing the tempo. Going up top on first down. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Play number 7 on this drive, and it'll be 3rd and 2. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
The offense is going to stay on the field now. This is within field goal range, but they already have one missed today. Dances away from one. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly that. They believe they have the horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum shift they need.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop them short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Grounding, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up 3rd and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's 3rd and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great job slipping the run in there. Running back now putting them in a better position. But defensively, I still got him in 3rd and long, still in a good situation here.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got it on the outside. It's Boone. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. The snap sets up the throw. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in
the mouth early in this football game. Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Trying to find his man on first down. Slides away. Unloads to the right. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Finds the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
On the move from inside his pocket. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On second down, looking again to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Sooner! And the beatdown has ensued.
And these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Here's the handoff. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snags it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the pummeling has started. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And what a great job by the defense getting penetration quickly, forcing the running back to get outside to try to make that thing go wide, which that's what you want as a defense. When they run the draw, they want you to run upfield, and you run right up the middle. Good job by the defense getting some penetration to throw off the running back early.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
They go right back to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Going downfield for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
And the point after is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a bit... performance. One that really should instill confidence within this program. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and damn it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Boone. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver. In different ways, they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On third down, going up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job.
Oh, picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's going to pass. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Sooners. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Got 5 on that last one. Now, how aggressive will they be on 2nd and inches?
4-2 spike.
The give. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it out. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond second to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to provide that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
He's back to throw on second down. Makes a connection. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. The aerial assault continues. Fires to the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not full in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
Feeling some heat. Lets it fly. Finds a man in the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he made the extra point without problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. They're trailing by 10 to San Jose State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they knock it free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Okay, ready?
How big can this be for this offense, taking advantage of the turnover and starting with the 1st and goal? Out of the gun, looking to throw.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They knocked him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you got to be way more aggressive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Boone. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He didn't make. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Lets it fly on the move. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Grabbed in the middle. It's Vasquez. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. From the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this play, the cake will be baked.
Lasso! Lasso!
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just not a one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of